Have you ever heard of a man who bought silence with a whisper? In the heart of a forgotten village nestled between mountains and myths, there lived an old man named Ayan who spoke so little that people often mistook him for mute. But it was said that when he did speak, destinies shifted. And one rainy evening, a curious boy named Kavi, tired of meaningless noise and chaos around him, dared to knock on the old man's wooden door, seeking answers to why the world was so loud, so angry, so lost. And what the old man revealed, not with thunderous wisdom, but with the gentleness of falling leaves, was a tale of a once greedy prince who had everything, gold, fame, armies, but nothing that ever made him smile from the soul until a wise sage cursed him to live as a beggar, until he discovered the one thing no coin could buy and no army could seize: contentment. And as the prince wandered through deserts, palaces, temples, and battlefields, he learned that no matter how much you own, if your heart is always hungry for more, you are poorer than the man with nothing but peace. And when the prince, by then with skin burnt by sun and feet cracked from the earth's harshness, finally sat beside a crying child and gave his only piece of bread without a second thought, not out of pity, but empathy, the curse lifted, and he realized that the richest people are those who need the least and give the most. As Ayan finished the tale, he looked at Kavi and said, "Speak less, listen more, give without expecting. That's the beginning of wisdom." And from that day on, Kavi stopped trying to shout over the world and started becoming the kind of silence that heals rather than hides. And that is why even now, if you walk into that village and ask where the loudest wisdom is found, they'll point to a boy who speaks like echoes in a canyon. Rarely, but with such truth that it never leaves you. Moral of the story: true wisdom doesn't come from speaking loudly or having everything. It comes from understanding, empathy, and inner peace. The richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least and gives the most. Silence, when filled with meaning, can be more powerful than 1,000 words.